Courtney.
I'm Dr. Leah.
This is Dr. Sylvia.
And we are
Three Friends Talk.
Hey, I'm coming in fast.
Hey. Hey, Dr. Courtney. Hey, Dr. Leah. Hey, friends.
Hey, friends.
Hey, friends.
It's Wednesday night. You know what that means.
Let us know if you're here in the
It's Three Friends Talk, and we're back.
Did y'all miss us?
One more again.
So, we took a little break last week, so I missed you guys.
Let us know you're here. Where are you watching from? Let us know in the comments.
So I took a little break last Wednesday. It was Cinco de Mayo. Dr. Leah, did you partake in any libations?
Cinco de Mayo. I know I made a margarita last week, but I don't even think I Cinco de Mayo. I think I did that.
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, it was probably before. I think I was already ready. Couldn't wait.
I had a few skinny margaritas. Dr. Sylvia?
A few?
I definitely
I don't know if that did anything.
partook.
You didn't partake?
Wonderful.
I did partake.
You did? Okay, gotcha.
I live in Texas, so it's pretty major.
I'm sure
that's y'all thing down there, huh?
It's a major holiday.
So since then, a lot has been going on, and it was Mother's Day weekend this past weekend. So how did you guys celebrate? Yes.
Well, I took my mom to this place called the Biscuit Bar. Shout out to the Biscuit Bar. She loves their food, and we had a great time.
Good. Leah, did you get pampered and all that good stuff?
We went out and had a lovely family dinner and exchanged gifts between myself and my mother. So T'Challa got me a gift.
T'Challa is her dog, y'all.
They know what T'Challa is.
Please tell me what the dog got you.
Okay, so he got me a card, and the card said "Rah-rah-roo."
No.
What did it say, Dr. Leah?
No, don't make her repeat it.
Rah-rah-roo.
You sound like Scooby-Doo.
Exactly.
That's clearly the point.
It literally said that. I was like, oh, this is so cute.
No, ma'am.
And I received two.
Dr. Leah loved it.
I did. I received two Pandora charms. One was like the paw print, and one was an actual little puppy dog with the collar. It was really cute.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'm a certified doggy mom.
Yeah, I have been partying for like the past 2 weekends. All these mommy activities that were going on in Atlanta. I by the time Mother's Day rolled around,
what else happened in Atlanta?
I just wanted to stay in the bed.
What else happened in Atlanta?
You had a visitor, Dr. Courtney? Did you have a visitor?
I did. Leah! Oh, God, Leah! What the fuck? Who came in town? Y'all, Leah made a special appearance. It was so much fun. Let me tell you, Leah came all the way to Atlanta to stay in McDonough, Georgia. And hey, Deanna, girl. Look, let me tell you what Leah did. So when Leah came in town, she said she was coming to Atlanta, which she did not do. She came to McDonough, Georgia. Who flies to McDonough, Georgia? I don't know. Shout out to everybody in McDonough, Georgia. But
I flew to Atlanta.
So I live on the south side. So I said, Leah, you're going to be literally 5 minutes from me. This was not planned at all. So they had a big Airbnb. So they were in the country. And I said, oh, you must have one of the mansions down there. So she told me where they were. We were supposed to go out. No, okay. Friday, she went out with her family. Y'all went to the Trap Museum.
No, Friday we hung out in the house and we couldn't do nothing but stay in the house. Yeah. That's my Cinco de Mayo started early.
Ma'am, all I know is that we were supposed to go out Saturday night. I don't know. We was gonna go hit up strip clubs. We was going.
Oh, is that what y'all was gonna do? Clutching my pearls.
you see Sylvia, Dr. Leah, and Dr. Courtney, we go to the clubs, and we're gonna take you along with us next time, Sylvia. So
Mm.
we were gonna go out, but she called and
I
they
know,
must
right?
have fallen
Forgot about
asleep.
me. Just don't do that.
No, they must have been falling. They must have fallen asleep because I pulled up to the house, and do you know this girl did not answer the phone? I sat outside that house a good 30 minutes until somebody came to the door.
I came to the door.
So they weren't going
I came to
nowhere
the
that
door.
night.
I came to the
Man,
door. So I don't know what you're
I
talking
had to
about.
find her
I
cousin
closed
who was
my
in the house.
eyes. I closed my eyes for just a moment,
Okay.
and Dr.
Okay,
I
Granny.
Courtney
should have drove
had
back home.
arrived. Dr. Courtney had arrived, and yeah, I took a nice little nap.
And she
Hey.
was still asleep. She was like, "Yeah, come on, we're gonna go inside and yeah, I don't know what we gonna do, but we never did go out.
We didn't go
We
out, but
just
what
had
did we
movie night.
do?
That's
What
what
we
we
did,
did.
what you wanted to do. What
We
did you
had
want to
movie
do?
night.
And what did you want to watch?
I wanted to go ahead and I wanted to watch Roxanne,
And we watched
which
your
was about
movie,
Roxanne. We
and
did.
it was horrible. They had me down in the dumps.
But that was
I
our
was
weekend. Like
depressed.
we chilled the whole time. So we never did make it out. But
It
it
was
was cool.
it was
Sometimes
great. It was
that's
great acting by Nia Long. I will say that. That was the best.
She
She's
was
never played. Yes, she played that role, girl. She was.
okay.
oh my gosh. But
Sometimes
I thought we was
what
about
you
to
need
find
is
out.
a movie night.
You know what, Monchiere, you be
Dr. Sylvia,
quiet. So
you
about
would have
some
been
not
right with us
not
chilling at the
McDonald's,
house.
Georgia.
Huh? What'd you
Yeah,
say?
McDonald, Georgia. Yeah, McDonald, Georgia. So look, so Leah came and went. Um then let's see, Mother's
Yeah,
Day
because you
It's a
forgot.
weekend.
lot. Georgia is a hot spot right now. We doing girl talk, but what about girls code in Georgia? Y'all girls.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God. So y'all know what's in the news right now. So let's talk about girl code. Y'all know that Portia Williams from the Real Housewives came out and now she is engaged to the other like newbie
Simon.
housewife, Fallon, ex-husband or soon to be ex-husband. But it was portrayed like they were friends on the show. We don't know if they're real friends or not. Portia says in her blog or her post that they weren't. But what do y'all think about that? I mean, is according to girl code,
Clearly,
that's not what you do. I mean, you're in a
clearly,
close circle. Hmm.
clearly, these young ladies, which I always never just felt that any of them were friends, but
Hmm.
clearly Fallon was a guest of Portia. She was introduced to the show by Portia.
Mm-hmm.
So by
Hmm.
default, she is your associate. She's something.
Your
So that's
castmate at the very least.
You're
right.
affiliated with her.
So
Exactly.
it's a
You
little close
portrayed
to
like you're
home.
friends on the show.
Yeah.
Too close to
It's a
home, Phil.
it's a little
Sorry.
close to home. And then the rumor
But they're
today,
not
now
even divorced yet, though.
the
But they're
rumor
not
today,
divorced yet.
they saying, "Oh, girl is prego." Is she prego? Have you seen
She
it?
looked like it in that moo honey. Did you see that post with
Hold on, because I wear me a moo every now and
we
Where
a
are
then.
my
fan of a
moo
moo?
Dr.
Yeah.
Leah? Where are my moo
I got y'all. I got when I
My
see y'all
moo
gonna have them.
No, they.
Look, I'm a fan, but they're very comfortable and they allow one to wear stuff that's so loose and flowy. She's into the
Right,
fitted dresses and the jumpsuits. So she
But it was
her.
right.
Mother's Day. She knew
Yeah,
she
she
was gonna
looks
be
more
eating a
comfortable.
lot.
Is that what it
You
was?
know. Yeah,
You say
girl.
this, Sylvia? I
I
mean, I'm
said
not gonna speculate.
you just did.
But
You
do you
said
think this is just part of the storyline?
no. I do not think it's part of the storyline. I if they weren't friends, it's just messy,
Mm-hmm.
messy, messy. Said somebody
Pretty
was like, if
much.
they weren't friends, it didn't
It's very
necessarily break
messy.
girl code, but it's messy, messy, messy.
Very much so.
And I mean, hopefully they work out, honey, because if y'all break up, ain't nobody gonna bring their man around you, Portia. And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Ooh.
Oh,
Well, is it? Well, there you have it. There you have it, folks. So we'll watch to see how this plays out. All of Atlanta right now is talking about it, which I can't. I had to
All
turn
the
it off.
Twitter,
So let's
all
talk
the
about something
Twitterverse
serious
is
in the
talking
news.
about it.
So
Tomorrow.
look, I'm going from the CDC updates to
Oh, we
housewife
didn't even talk
news.
about
That
that.
CDC update. So yes,
Y'all head
let's talk
all over the
about.
place. Y'all can't even. Let's get back to healthcare.
Oh, I thought we were
Okay,
gonna
there we
do
go.
time after time after time I tried to
Oh,
fight it.
is this the segment where we talk about SWV and
Holding on.
this
Okay,
is
so
her
I
SWV?
guess we're not going to talk about healthcare.
Not yet. So let's talk about the
Okay.
versus battle that happened. Did you, but number
Sometimes
first of all,
it's
did you
all
even watch it?
You
I didn't catch it.
know,
I forgot about it, to be honest with you, and I
I
didn't see too much. I didn't see a lot of chatter about it. Was it good?
So no,
heard the second half was good
there was not a lot of chatter about it, but
because
the
it was
chatter
Mother's
that they
Day.
did have, I agree with. The first half was whack because I would okay, let me reel it back. I'm an SWV fan and an Escape fan. But I will say that SWV, if I had to choose one or the other, I would lean towards SWV. So I was
Okay.
expecting them to blow, not them, more like just Coco, to blow it out the water from the very beginning.
Gosh, super
Stop it.
shady.
You never
No,
hear Lily and
no.
Taj really singing.
Lily,
Okay.
They hit them
Lily,
harmonies very well.
yeah,
I'm just
but
saying
and
they harmonized,
they
but
had their moments. They had their
they
moments.
did,
They
but the
hold it
one that
down.
you always hear is the lead singer, Coco. Unlike Escape,
Okay.
everybody has had their opportunity to sing lead at some point. I'm just
True.
saying. Okay. So, but Escape came like it was their concert. Everybody was dressed to the nine, as nine as it's gonna get. And so as the SWV was over there in the jean shorts, like some aunties sitting on the couch the whole
No, those
time
were
chilling the
short.
first
Those were
half.
not
And
auntie
so Escape,
shorts. They were
they
They
were
look
jean
short.
like
shorts
aunties.
and
I missed
everybody,
it. Oh, I
Candy
gotta
and
go
them was
back
in the
and watch that
sequence.
on
I
YouTube.
mean, they weren't on the same playing
It was
field.
like Picnic
Anywho,
versus.
Escape, Showtime. It was Showtime.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
Escape brought it the first half, and then finally SWV picked it up, at the end. But I was ready for more of a battle from the beginning to the end, and it was like it took a while to get
Hmm.
there. So that was that.
I heard
I
Coco
expected more.
said somebody got murdered in front of her window at the hotel the night before, so she wasn't in the
What?
right.
Who
I'm
heard
not
this
making this
story?
up.
Where did the story come from?
It's on the interwebs. Somebody got shot four
I'm sorry,
times.
the interweb. Is this new?
You know what? Let's talk about healthcare. Okay.
Thank you. Like as I try to.
So this is, I do that in between my CDC updates. I have to, release from all of the information I've been collecting, and because we want to talk about it. The most recent news that we know of is that Pfizer has now approved the emergency use for ages 12 to 15 for the vaccine. So this is good news. And what do you
Very
guys
good
think about
news.
that? Leah, is Jalen ready to get the vaccine?
He's the one that told me about it. He was like, "Mom, I
Good for
get it." I was
him.
like, "Okay, yeah,
He ready.
So,
he's
I love it.
ready."
when are you guys scheduled to go? What's
No,
the
we're waiting. We are
update?
waiting to
Mhm.
hear when it's going to actually be released. Right now, I think it's still 16 and up. I have not seen a release date as of yet. When they will start incorporating
A release
the
date.
young,
Okay.
yeah, when it drops. So yeah, I
Absolutely.
haven't. I
Now,
have not
also with
seen
Pfizer,
the
they have
update.
submitted. Okay. Well, we're on the lookout every day for that. Matter of fact, the CDC should be meeting. Who's meeting today, Leah? Dr. Sylvia. FDA
I think
is
yeah.
meeting today. They are Pfizer is submitting for their approval, FDA approval, and they should be meeting today about that. So we are
Cool.
watching around the clock to see what updates they have coming out. So COVID is still very
We'll
real.
keep you
So
posted.
please be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, I know outside is open. I'll be traveling soon. Lots going on, and we have to be safe. So more to come.
All right. We got
All
Brian
right.
Johnson
Hey,
out there. Come
Brian.
through.
Not
School
mass
of
Hey.
Mass
communication.
Communication. Okay, okay.
Whoop, whoop, whoop,
We're
whoop.
getting to that,
Yes.
Brian. We are getting to
Hey,
that.
Brian. So, Dr. Leah, do you have something special for us tonight?
I do. So let's run on in to this guest and see what's going on with them. How about that? Y'all
I
ready?
like it.
We ready?
Ready.
Brian kind of gave us just a little glimpse of what's to come.
Just a
So
little
he's
teaser.
excited. Just a little teaser. He's
Pull
excited.
it out and take it back, Like you're
Hold on. Gotta get myself back together.
Yeah, it
Okay.
must be an inside joke. I don't know that one.
I do.
like your thigh when you have a. Anyway, we need to talk
I
about our
remember
guest.
from the Cosby Show. Just give him a little shoulder, take it right back.
Take it right back.
Give him a little leg, take it right back.
Okay, our guest.
You started it. Our guest, our wonderful guest, is known for amplifying brands from brand strategy to brand experience. All right.
Mm.
She's seasoned 17 years of experience in blend of advertising agency and in-house corporate brands in major industries like tourism, automotive, gaming, healthcare, wireless, higher education, tech, and quick service restaurants. We like restaurants.
Mm.
Her current her current claims to fame includes curating brand campaigns through experiences for Tennessee State Parks, New Orleans Multicultural Tourism Network, the Cupcake Collection, cupcake,
Sounds
Metro
delicious.
PCS, United States Postal Service, HCA Healthcare, Hiller Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, Mr. Roof, and many more. Her
Who is Mr.
agency,
Roof?
it's the roof, like, the roof.
Oh,
The roof.
okay, girl.
Fire. Once again, it's you. Her agency's MOJO thrives on market takeover, media exposure, energetic integrated marketing campaigns, and ideating memorable it's a big word, experiential events. She's trusted entrepreneurial advisor at Nashville's Entrepreneur Center and speaks around the Southeast, energizing panels and conferences about her journey to be seen creatively as a Black woman in agency world and her passion to amplify businesses and brands that the world needs. So, are y'all ready?
We ready.
Ready.
Are y'all ready
We ready.
to bring
Ready.
to the show Mrs. Monchiere Holmes Jones? Are you ready?
Woo!
Hey y'all.
Hey,
Welcome to
Hey,
the show.
friend.
Hey, friend.
Hey friend. Oh, y'all are so beautiful. I love it. I love it. And y'all look
Oh,
coordinated. I ain't just out here in the office today.
look at Brian Johnson. He is
Put some
really
she
respect
showing out
on
tonight.
me. Yes.
Oh, Xavier South,
Xavier
no
South.
shade.
Yes,
No,
man.
okay.
We respect it.
We
Xavier
respect
South.
it. Right.
A lot of shenanigans down there. Hey,
I
Governor.
love.
Thanks for
Oh, wonderful.
joining.
Hey, friend.
Yes.
All these shout outs we got coming in tonight for
They were
Mrs.
waiting for us.
Monchiere.
Love it. Love
so this
it.
is exciting. So,
Yes,
tell us
indeed.
a little bit, Dr. Leah. You know, Moncherie pretty well, don't you?
Monchiere, we go way back, way back, way back, way
Yeah,
back.
you sang with Memphis folks. I used to sing with Memphis, but I met Sylvia too, hanging with Memphis folks. I was trying, I don't know what it was. I got one friend at 8, then there was my whole clique.
Pretty much.
Mhm.
So,
So
even though I was
as
from New Orleans.
right as Brian stated, you were a Xavier, a Xavier Southerner.
Yeah.
So it was all the mass comm people.
They don't call them that, Leah.
That's what we gonna call them from now on.
We're gonna call it for now. Hold up. Let me
Mhm.
write
Hold
that
on,
down.
Brand. Look, Brand, put my
Brand, let me
brand
see
down
if
for
that
that.
works for us. We sounded kind of cool with the Xavier South. It was
I
kind of
like
like we had
that.
our work.
I like Xavier Southerners. So one of my good friends, Sarone, was also a mass comm major as well as Brian. So I would always, come into contact with some, really great people. Every now and then I would meet somebody like, oh, I never see you down here by the pharmacy building or, by the NCF. And Moncherie was one of those people. So we just,
Mhm.
we bonded. She was really cool. And the fact that we've actually kind of kept in touch, since we left the Almighty Xavier,
Hello.
I think when did we see you? Dr. Courtney and I saw
Let
you
me tell
not too
you the
long
story
ago.
of how we ran into
Yeah.
Monchiere in New Orleans during Essence weekend.
It involved cupcakes.
Being greedy.
So when
It
I
involved
started
cupcakes.
dating, the last Essence in New Orleans, Leah and I were in the streets again. And so we were tracking down all the Essence Eats places, and this had to be like a cupcake shop off
Per usual.
magazine, per usual. So when we went, Leah parked the car and she said, "Go scope it out." So I hopped out the car first and I went into the building, looked around. I was like, "Oh, this is cute." So I was going to go back and get her. And then Moncherie was inside. It must have been one of her events because then she was like, hey, you.
Right.
She was like, "I know you." And I was like, who me? She was like, "Yeah, you're
so
friends with
brand new
one of my good
sometimes.
friends." And I was like, "Couldn't be." I'm like, I know New
Lord
Orleans
have
is
mercy.
small, but good Lord. She was like, "Yeah, Leah." And I was like, "Leah who?"
I had already planned.
Leah
Look,
from
I had
Memphis.
already planned it out. I planned it
And
out.
I
I
was
saw
like,
the.
"Do
Yes.
you know I got that girl in the car?" And
I was like, what? Bring her butt in.
Small world.
Mm-mm.
So I went to go grab Leah, and it was like a little reunion. And Moncherie and I
Minus
clicked
me.
just because.
I don't know where you.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Dr.
Well,
Sylvia.
you probably were on one of your many trips without us.
You was
so-
probably in Costa Rica somewhere. I mean, I
Right.
don't know.
Don't worry
Living the
about
life,
it.
sis.
Exactly.
But
So don't worry about it.
I instantly clicked. If you was friends with Leah, you was good people. So
Yeah.
you was in
We
my
had
circle too.
we had a good time because I had already kind of scoped it out, and I saw that Moncherie was doing an event, and then we also one of our past guests, Dr. Alicia, was also
That was
part
her
of
event as
your
well.
event.
My
Yeah, so it
people,
was,
yep.
once again, we just one big old gang. We just come in.
Baby, you know how we roll.
Take over.
And we support exactly.
I love it. And
So
I
look,
so
before we
appreciate
get into
y'all.
the questions though, Moncherie, we want everybody to get to know you a little bit better. So before we dive
Just a
into the
little bit.
questions, we actually play a game with our guests. So
Okay.
you're no exception to the rule. We're gonna
I
play a
love
game
it.
with you. And the game is called This or That, where you
Okay.
get to choose one or the other of the choices that I give you. And the more questions we can get in 30 seconds, the better that our guests get to know you. So
All
are you
right.
ready?
Yes, let's go.
Now, Leah is the timekeeper. So, Dr. Leah, are you ready? 30 seconds, please. Don't cheat me on my time.
As always.
Don't cheat on my
As always, I'm always ready.
Okay. When I say go, you hit the start button and go. Moncherie, iPhone or Droid?
iPhone,
Facebook or IG?
egg. I call it egg.
Who?
IG.
See,
IG.
don't
Every time. Heels or flip flops? I've never heard it before.
Oh no, heels.
Okay. Oh, sweet
Oh.
or salty? Sweet or salty?
Salty.
Late nights or early mornings?
Late nights, baby. That's why I'm in the office right now.
Oh. Well, okay. Back rubs or foot massages?
You know what? I should have had my husband in here. We're gonna say back rubs. He got to
Okay,
get better on
yes.
his foot massages.
Oh. Ma'am, that was not 30 seconds.
Yes, it was.
30 seconds.
Girl,
Like 4 more questions.
I feel cheated.
Leah, that was like 15 seconds, ma'am.
Keep
30
going,
seconds.
Dr. Courtney.
Okay, Moncherie, please disregard that noise. Staycation or vacation?
Vacation.
Okay, rich friend or loyal friend?
Loyal friend. I'm rich already. Go.
Hello. Love or money?
Got it. Oh, love.
And what's in your
love.
cup tonight? Are we drinking coffee, wine, or Hennessy?
Water, y'all. Water. I'm on a health thing. I know, right?
Me too.
Listen, I
That's what I'm
should have bought a
drinking,
cup. Now we got some beer in here somewhere. We're agency, so
Some
we got
what?
beer. We stay with beer.
She got beer.
Beer.
Oh.
Sylvia, look at
Never-
Sylvia.
What is
Beer.
that?
Beer.
The judging beer.
No, it's not.
It's the judgment
I
for me.
It is not judgment. I thought you were saying beer, but it wasn't clear. I didn't know what.
Sylvia,
It was
you
just like
you
a
lived
B
in
and
New
an R.
Orleans, baby. You lived in New Orleans, so you're gonna get all of this slang, and you get it.
All of it.
You get it. All of it.
I love it.
I love
it.
Okay. Okay. What's your beer of choice?
No,
I
the
was doing
beer.
a good bit.
The
I know,
beer.
not the beer. I like blue moon. I'll do a blue moon, but we keep the Heineken
That's
or
a
something
classic.
like that.
Blue Moon.
Mhm.
Oh, it's a
Something
class.
simple.
Okay.
I like it. I like it.
So
Sylvia, you can
once
go right
again,
into the Q&A. That's what you need to
no,
do.
once again, Dr. Courtney almost got tripped up by someone saying
They switched up my
IG
ID. Like, that's
a
all
little
I know.
differently. Okay, so you said egg. It wasn't, it's not, we didn't get thrown off too much.
Like,
But a couple of weeks ago, someone said, what did she say? Instagram. And
they
she was
just
like,
called it Instagram. She called it the whole Instagram. And I was
and
like,
that
Dr.
was too
Courtney
that
was,
much.
wasn't a
she
choice.
was, she was, she stopped dead in her tracks and was like, what is
I was like,
Oh,
I didn't
and
say that though. There wasn't a choice.
And when Dr. Mo, when you asked him introvert or extrovert, and he said both, ambivert, she almost got off the show.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all don't
She was
play
not
right.
ready.
Like,
She wants you to do this or that. I get it. I
yes.
get it.
Pick
Yes.
which one I said.
We gonna
I
have to
said.
talk after the show, Moncherie, about flexibility,
Oh.
and help
Mm.
us with that, with our brain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Okay.
not
But,
flexible.
but
I like the three.
I'm
I like the
flexible, but
three.
I'm
I
not
think I like
flexible.
the three flavors though, y'all. Y'all pulling this together
Oh,
really,
what's
really
our
well.
Which
flavor?
flavor am I?
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Maybe
Well,
Sylvia.
look at Leah.
Which
Leah, like,
flavor
hold on.
am
Put
I,
me.
guys?
All right.
Caramel.
Of course, you chocolate, my girl Sylvia. Okay, we got to
we
give you
talking
the
about.
chocolate. You got that
Got
beautiful
it.
skin. But I mean, it could be all that. Chocolate is a flavor too. Many ways, many ways. I mean,
I
you got
know.
the caramel. And then we're gonna have to go with a couple caramels because I don't like to say vanilla. It just not. It don't make sense.
No.
That way.
Like,
I don't like
I
it
have
either.
Oh my
I
gosh.
have,
I'll be butterscotch, honey.
I have a
So
good,
Oh,
no,
I can give you butterscotch.
I have a good
butter
friend.
pecan. A butter pecan. Anybody want
Butter
butter
pecan.
pecan?
I like that. I have a good friend, coworker. She always called me peanut butter, and I was like, peanut butter.
Mm.
Okay. She'd
peanut
be like,
butter.
oh, peanut butter,
Okay, I'm gonna take this back to
peanut butter girl.
healthcare for a quick minute. So I'm so excited to be with you tonight, Moncherie, and about all the work that you're doing. Of course, I heard all about that Essence event and how awesome it was, and I see your stuff popping up on my timeline. But tell
Nice.
us about your work with Tennessee Community Engagement Alliance against the COVID-19 pandemic, because messaging has been so huge during this pandemic.
Yes, it has. So super proud in the pandemic to be an agency that started to thrive, where everybody was kind of pivoting, and we stayed the course. And as a result, because of what we represent in the cultural space, meaning that we advertise and amplify our people, both Black and Latino, brands like that came to us. And one of those is Tennessee. I'm based in Nashville, Tennessee. One only full service Black owned agencies in Nashville, Tennessee.
Hey.
I would argue that I'm the first full service, but people can
You
debate.
take that.
With that being said, Community Engagement Alliance Against COVID-19 is basically a foundation right out of Meharry College. It's one of the NIH is grant, seal grant given. There was only 9. Our school, Xavier University of Louisiana, also received one to basically say, okay, listen, let's advocate and get our people vaccine ready. From a religion standpoint, from a standpoint of just understanding, we culturally don't believe in studies and testing and all of the things around that. They wanted to work with an agency like MOJO, who really understood how to talk to the people and find where the people are, to have the conversation to say, at minimum, let's get vaccine ready. Because we know you may not want to do that vaccine today. You may have some apprehension and some unsureness. I created some branding around that's been going around all around the state, targeting our Black and Latino folks, having the conversations at events, media, but more so just really creating content that gets them the right. We know there's multiple pieces of information. Just today, we all got that. That's going to be very serious in the next 2 or 3 months. So we're now we're doing, and we kind of were preparing for this. Recreate our branding that really just talks to mamas and daddies about their babies, and talk to them in the sense that says, okay, what's the facts? We already know the issues that have happened with Johnson and Johnson. The vaccination locations are changing, and we need to make it easy for us to say yes, for those who want to say yes, because we're also an advocate and not a promoter of a product or a pharmaceutical product. So we're not that far in. This is just saying, hey, listen, we don't want to be sick when all of this is over. We want to be healthy. Let's figure out how to do that. And so that's what we do. We built built the website, but it's ongoing. And the funny thing is that we thought we would be able to do all this typical branding and marketing and craft it, logo, all of that. No, this thing changes every day because COVID changes it every day. So this is one of our primary clients right now. Super excited about it. They actually extended our contract, so we'll be doing this into 2022.
Congratulations!
So
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Strong work and so important because we know the Black and Brown community has disproportionately been affected by this pandemic. So I'm so glad that you're an agency of your magnitude is getting the word out to our communities.
Yes, definitely.
All right. So Monchiere, so take us from Xavier to your company now. What did that journey look like to get you from Xavier to where you are now?
Feel tired already. Let me on it. They don't need to know. Just know I was there. And
I think we had a few technical difficulties. If you want to repeat that, I think it went out a little bit.
Oh, good. Can you hear me? Okay. So basically, I graduated, right? We were there. We happened, and then I was blessed though.
It
One
happened.
of the things that it happened. Brian and I both, just shouting out Brian Johnson, one of the first people I met on Xavier's campus when I was a freshman. We had that experience of being right at Xavier South, where you could network with the TV station right down the road. Opportunities for internships endlessly. Like we were blessed with good connections, and then we put our ambition with that, and our ambition got me an internship every year. So my senior year I was working for an agency that never hired a Black person ever in life. Didn't know that at the time. I went in there and asked the man for a job my senior year because I had to pay my way through college like many of us, but I needed some money. I can't do this for free. And he said, well, actually you could work. So you give somebody a job in their field who hires you, after being there 6 months, and you're like, yeah, I don't know if I need the college now, but I finished. I was like, okay, but we got it.
Yeah. You didn't let it deter you. Yes.
Look. I was like, all right, hold up. Now this is different. Fast forward.
Money started looking right.
Right. Fast forward, that basically that blessing, his connections being one of the top agencies. We had Ogden Museum, Southern Art in New Orleans. We had the Six Flags Jazz Fest, all these big brands. They had great partnerships with other national agencies, and that gave me access to move on to GM. So when all school was over, I went over to GM in Detroit, never leaving New Orleans and moving to Detroit. Y'all know.
Culture shock.
Culture shock, honey.
Wow.
That I was like, why are these people walking on this bus stop looking with fur coats? What is going on? What is
the weather too? Oh my God, the weather. But how did you do
weather?
With the winters?
Yeah, listen, my husband, who's my boyfriend now, he was like, I was gonna stay. It's too
cold. Wait, your husband, who's your boyfriend now?
I said it wrong. My boyfriend, who was
your boyfriend at the time.
You know what? He may be a boyfriend.
He's still your boyfriend. Y'all still dating. It's okay.
I was like, that is so cute.
Your husband should remain your boyfriend.
Right.
I like that.
Show.
He was ready to go, honey. He did not take the weather well. But the blessing is my little country self did not know how to drive in the snow. So I lived downtown and got experience all that career has really helped. I work with one of the top agencies, still one of the top agencies in the world, J. Walter Thompson. And that just helped me advance, working on Bosch, Domino's, White Castle, L'Oreal, fast forward working on Mazda, and then moving back home to New Orleans post-Katrina to help mama out and working at Caesars Entertainment, which is Harris, in advertising, and really getting some in-house experience, which is completely different from the agency side. And so that experience, I kind of knew then, though, because I was volunteering, working, doing different projects, that I was going to open my own agency. I just was dreaming. I was daydreaming every day. And it kept bringing me back to Nashville. My boyfriend, who's my husband now, we used to sleep in Nashville on our way home from Detroit because we drove. We ain't fly. We was broke. So we drove. And we would look around and be like, this is nice. They got 4 HBCUs. They got little horses and money. I'm like, we could do this.
Little horses.
And so,
I love horses. Go to Brentwood and
Yeah, I was like,
Franklin.
this is my type of hype. Country rich is what my type of hype. I was like, all right, cool.
Okay.
So
And Nashville
destiny
has
happened and career happened. I wrapped up my career as a regional director of Mazda USA, doing media and marketing for them in Florida. And we just had an opportunity to say, at this point, where do we want to go? I said, let's go to Nashville. He
Mm.
had his company would relocate him because he had been there for so many years, and I didn't have a job. So it was kind of like, I know I need to start this business. First year
Wow.
in, I needed to get a job because starting a business in a city when you know no one. I didn't know anyone from Xavier. I didn't. Most of the folks I knew were Leah in Memphis and Celestine in Memphis. That was
Yeah.
my
Shout out
closest person.
Celestine, yes.
Shout out
And
Celestine.
she would reach out too and still
Yep.
does.
And then I was like, I don't know nobody. Let me figure it out. So I took a job at Cigna in marketing for a year. And I told my husband at the time, I said, listen, in a year, I'm going back to my life because I can't do this. I have to work for myself. Well, a year came. I'd done nothing. I'd met no one. I started like having teary moments, depressing about the job. I had already maxed out what I knew and I know what I needed to do. So I decided then that, hey, listen, I'm gonna give these people a retirement notice. So that was July. I gave them my exit notice that October 31st would be my last day. So that forced
Mm.
me to do the work. Every day I met somebody for lunch. Every day I went to some networking event. I was connecting with folks. I started hosting events that were things I was passionate about just to connect and meet friends. And I ended up starting up with, it was vision boards back then. So I was hosting vision board parties for all people, walks of life. 3 people showed up to the first one, 70 to the third one, and it just grew.
wow.
And
Wow.
from there, and then this is not a cocky statement, but I use my PR tactics on myself to amplify myself so that people can know what my gift was and know what I was growing. I don't think there's people in Nashville who don't know Mojo and don't know Monchiere after the 8 years.
Mm.
You know what I
That
mean?
sounds so.
So
That's just
we've done the
awesome.
work. We've done the
I
work.
love it.
And so now we're here, best in business, top 100 agency, event marketing agency in the US. So when she said experiential earlier, that's a form of bringing brands to
Big
life.
word.
Yeah, when you at Essence and you see US, all those people with their activations and their things they want you to play with at their booth, that's the stuff that we come up with from a marketing
Mm.
side that can
Got
help build brand loyalty and recognition and credibility.
I
I
love it.
love
I'm
So
coming to
that's kind of
Nashville.
what
Like, I
Yes.
know Mojo.
Looks like we
yes.
got a question from one of our friends on
Awesome.
Facebook. You
Awesome.
want to? What's your
What's your
one
one?
non-negotiable that helps you stay true to New Orleans and Xavier and yourself?
Oh, Brian, you better come
Thanks for
on.
that question,
Come on,
Brian.
Brian. Come on with it,
Okay,
Brian.
Mascom.
That's my
Right.
mentor. That's my
Your
mentor in my real life.
non-negotiable.
What's my non-negotiable? I mean, I definitely have to visit home. Just for New Orleans, I would say my non-negotiable is that visiting home at least every other month. I kind of kept that one. We have
Mm.
clients there, but I keep that vibe. My family there, all of that stuff. So every other month, we can't be going 6 months without being home. My girlfriend
Mm-hmm.
is in New Orleans right now, and I said, bring me 10 pounds back. I didn't get enough when I
I
was
know
there.
that's right.
What is that? What does that mean? 10 pounds
Oh
of what?
Lord.
Oh, Sylvia,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am, did you go to Xavier University?
She
Did
playing
you live in New
slow.
Orleans?
She
I
She
playing
did.
did.
slow.
Moncherie, what school
10
you went
pounds of
to?
crawfish, girl.
Okay.
What high school?
Hmm.
Did you say what high
You
school I
know
went
when
to?
we ask
I
what
went
school
to,
you went to, like
I know,
us
I know.
locals,
I
we
went to
want to know
prep
high
to
school.
start. I went to prep to
Xavier
start
Prep.
and finish.
You went to
Yes.
prep when I was at St. Mary's? Girl,
Well,
bye.
you know what it
Okay.
is. You know what it
So
is. Look, you know what it
No,
is. That's why we
I
went.
don't.
Me and
I
Noe
don't.
still there at school.
This
You
this
was
rivalry. I'm getting
okay.
nervous. What's going on?
I
So I
wasn't
was
I
a
wasn't
Xavier
expecting prep. Wait a minute.
from the
I'm a
heart.
St. Mary's girl. So
I
you
went
went
I
to
to
don't
prep
know too many
first
Xavier.
and
St.
then
Mary's
where?
girls went to Xavier. Yeah, I know you. I know you wanted. I know you wanted to be there. That's good. That's good.
I went to the pharmacy school, honey. I was that's
Was
good.
that was
That's good.
super
That's
shady.
good.
But back to Brian's question: what are your non-negotiables that help you stay
Wow.
true to?
Well.
You said New Orleans, Xavier, and yourself.
Well, to Xavier, I think it's non-negotiable. It's just making sure now when I got to the point where I was able to put that paper where it is. These kids here, I got 3 interns starting tomorrow, 1 tomorrow, 2 on Tuesday. And I want them to be able to make sure that they have the skills and the knowledge to be able to
Mhm.
do the job. I lose y'all?
for a
Yeah.
second. You back?
Just
All right,
go
we back.
Go back. Go
Sorry.
back.
You back?
Okay.
I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, so my non-negotiable is
I
not
got
donating and
my face
supporting.
stuck too, just in case. I didn't know if it was me or not. I was like, is it
I
me?
know, ready. I don't know what's going on.
Wait, Leah. Did you say frozen on purpose?
I
In
did.
solidarity. In solidarity.
I thought it was everybody.
Good
So
job.
I cannot.
I like it. She was on point. I'm
Oh
gonna have to
my
keep that in mind
gosh.
for my Zoom call.
whoever it is, I'm
Listen.
right with you. The frozen challenge.
So you have some Xavier interns?
Yeah, so yeah, we've had Xavier interns almost every year. So working
Oh
with the
wow.
chapter here, and our alumni chapter here, but also just making sure we're supporting. When we got to the point where we were profitable and we can support the community, I remember struggling. I was the bus catching fool, trying to get from the West Bank to the East Bank. So and making sure,
Ooh.
girl.
Okay, for those in New Orleans, the West Bank is over the river, across the
Oh,
Mississippi
and this wasn't
River, off the
Algiers. This
bridge.
wasn't even Algiers, Courtney. This was
This is West
as
Wego?
this was past West Wego, Avondale.
Oh no, ma'am. No,
Oh
ma'am.
wow, that's far.
Yeah, you was way in the boonies. No.
Let me tell you, so y'all look, I said I feel like I'm owed an award from Xavier though to the slit because nobody told me you can miss school or I didn't pay attention in the orientation that you can miss school in college. So my first year I went unmissed class, 5 a.m. bus catching, 5 a.m.
Oh,
for a
my
whole
goodness.
year.
Oh, Paul, girl, I was on campus. All we had to do was just walk, and you was catching the bus.
You know what? Life, you know what?
Girl.
Listen, somebody should told me something. I should have put my
Listen,
butt on campus. That
Well,
shit.
freshman year, you can't miss class. They had the what is it? They had that attendance policy or something. So we couldn't miss class then, could we?
well, we lived right like 3 minutes.
No, I'm just saying in general. Like I see what she's saying. Like
I don't remember
she
that.
couldn't.
We couldn't miss class. Oh,
No,
oh.
Courtney said I missed and I still graduated.
we had to sign the roll. Y'all don't remember
We
that?
had to sign a role in pharmacy.
You couldn't have more than
Yeah.
3 absences, I think. I think it was
Exactly.
like
That's what
3
I'm
absences.
saying. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
kudos to the perfect attendance.
I know, right?
Okay.
And yes,
And then how do you stay true to yourself?
One more game.
Uh-oh, we lost her.
She's coming back.
I did like Leah.
Okay.
You saw me. I stayed like this.
But you guys,
Okay.
I like this question. Can I ask you guys, what's your non-negotiable when it comes to Xavier? Or to yourself? To yourself. Any one of them. New Orleans, Xavier, or yourself.
I say I just need flexibility in my schedule. I am a caregiver, so that's my one non-negotiable. So with pharmacy consulting, I can kind of, tailor my schedule to my needs. That's my one non-negotiable.
I like
I
that.
love it.
I like flexibility, and I'm an only child, and I like my time. And when I don't want to talk to anybody, I don't want to talk to anybody. So respect that. Dr. Courtney,
I do.
gets
I
in her
understand
feelings
you.
when I don't answer the phone and when I don't
do. I'm
call her
sorry.
back directly. And sometimes I have to be like, hey, I just needed a day.
Well, I didn't. You didn't explain it like that, Leah. I
What'd
was
I say?
feeling some kind of way. I
How
didn't
did I
believe
explain?
you.
How did I
didn't
explain
believe
it instead?
You said that this, everything is fine. I'm just being quiet right now. And I was like, but what that mean though? What you
But they say when you're only a brother and a sister, it's like 2 only children. So I don't understand why you don't understand that, Dr. Courtney. Because I understand it.
I mean, but I hadn't experienced that with Leah, I guess, before. Or she hadn't explained it like that. So I thought it was out of the norm. So, me being the friend, like, is that code for something? Do I need to drive to Memphis? Like, what's happening? Because I was going to drive the 5 hours down the highway. I needed to know.
Would you drive?
But
That's so sweet of you.
Would you drive to
I do appreciate it.
Nope.
Would
Sylvia,
you
I know
drive
where
to
it's
come
going.
see me?
Nope.
I know, because you ain't never been here. So I already know what
Okay.
time it is.
Who else?
I'll get on the plane, Sylvia.
What's your
I'll be
answer,
there.
Dr.
Courtney, what's your answer? So
What's
I can
my
bring Monchiere.
non-negotiable?
Yes, I can bring Monchiere back in.
To New Orleans?
No.
Home?
No,
Sorry.
to yourself.
Oh, to myself.
You know what? I'm about to bring Monchiere back in. She's taking too long.
Woohoo, wait,
Like,
We ain't got time. We ain't got time. This is an hour show. We ain't got time.
I don't know what the internet's deciding is don't want me to be great today because
It's okay. No, you
the
are being
internet, honey. The
the
internet.
interwebs. The
the
interwebs.
interwebs was
Like
not feeling me.
Dr.
It
Sylvia
worked all day
said.
when I didn't want to be on them Zooms, but it did work right now. This is
Right.
the
You
first
said we
time.
No.
tired. We tired now.
No,
It's
honey,
all good.
you are wonderful and you are back. Dr. Courtney was supposed to be answering a question that she
My
posed to us,
non-negotiable.
and then she just got stuck again.
She went
So
blank.
She just know
she got
y'all
stuck.
business.
I didn't. My answer was my non-negotiable to myself is myself. So take whatever
Okay,
that
moving
means.
on.
I need to
Dr.
take
Sylvia,
on that.
do you have a question?
Monchiere, you know that we are so proud of you, and
I'm proud of y'all.
we see your
Period.
accomplishments, and we just
I ain't
had to
mad.
bring you on the show to talk about you, honey, because you always are helping somebody else and make themselves something. So we gotta talk about the person that is making somebody something. So
Okay.
you got all this going on with this branding, this marketing, Nashville, Memphis, New Orleans,
All
Dallas.
across the South.
Mm,
right? Dallas, I don't know, but she just gonna
that's
throw that
fresh.
in there.
That's
That's
Dallas.
new.
fine.
That's new.
Claim it.
Right. So how do you manage that? How do you have well, number one, the time? Do you have a team that is involved to help you in each city, or does it just involve you having to make the rounds? How do you do that?
Early on it was just me, obviously trying to build that up, but we're blessed now to have a 7-person team. That's with 2 people in New Orleans and the rest
Okay.
here in Nashville, Tennessee. Um, Hopefully something in DC soon as we're tapping into other markets.
Mm.
We've been blessed with this kind of NIH trail that has begun, and we also did some stuff with the United States Postal Service. So we're going to be heading into a little more government opportunities there. But
Wow.
Texas too now, Sylvia. I recently was talking to some folks down in Houston, and we just came back from Dallas. So Big Texas is coming through with some requests. But
Big tech.
nationwide, I'm a southern chick, so it's not that I don't want to work. I can work with anybody, but I definitely need to feel like I need to work with you. So that's my first thing. That's what I was reading
Mm.
about love because I'm a creative, right? I'm not an
Right.
artist. I'm a creative, so my energy got to be up for me to give you my max and take you to the max. For me to put you on CNN, for me to do anything that requires it, I need to feel like it's on purpose. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's just because I'm giving you. I don't need to be on CNN for myself. If I wanted that, I could do that, right? But for my job and what things I like to do is amplify people, especially people who are doing something that could help us. You got to be a nonprofit. You could just be a personality, and it works for our brand. You know what I mean? And works for the people, not just Black people, all the people. You know what I mean? Um, look, I see you, Courtney.
Dr.
I
Courtney,
see
do
it
you have
all.
something to say? Do you have
Yeah,
something to say, Dr.
clearly.
Courtney?
She said CNN, be a personality, and be for the people. I'm your girl.
Okay. We need to have a conversation. I think
Well,
all 3 of y'all could take this
Moncherie,
to Fox.
Moncherie,
So
you
we can
know
talk about
that,
that.
like I said, you can reach out to me. You always reach out to me. In
Always,
fact,
always.
I'm gonna toot my own little horn. She
Tony
did reach
girl.
out to me about a month or so ago to help her with Tennessee Seal, the I'm sorry,
A
community
Wellness Wednesday.
community engagement alliance against COVID. So
Yes.
I did have a little spotlight to talk about my involvement in the community here in Memphis, and I appreciate that. I was on there with Dr. Catherine. We had a great time. So anytime you need help, again, myself, the ladies, we're always going to be there for you. Dr.
I
Courtney's in
appreciate it.
Atlanta. Dr. Sylvia, as we said, is in Dallas. So when you need, I got their numbers when you need to reach out. But she will reach out to me like, hey, I need a cake lady. I'll be like, okay, hold on.
Oh, I
Cake
got you
lady.
too.
Like I'm coming to
Cake
Memphis.
lady.
I need a cake.
Look,
She was like,
if
look,
Deanna's still
I'm gonna
online,
be
don't say
look.
quick lady.
I need some teenagers to hand out flyers. I'll be like, hold on, let me teenagers hand
Mhm.
out flyers. I got got it. So
Listen, it's real. And then it's always, we got to watch our money. So the gratefulness is that I figured this entrepreneurship stuff out. The marketing stuff is what I know, the PR, but the entrepreneurship part was a dream, right? And figuring out how
mhm.
to do that thing, but do it not that it just feeds me, but it feeds my people. So
Mm.
my phone call is going to be to my people to say, hey, do you have anybody who want to make $25 an hour real quick and come help me send out some flyers? Because I know that that's an investment that will be sustainable sustainable to the future of, my legacy. And so just trying to really do stuff on that level. When people don't realize that a lot of times people ask foundations for money, and because foundations have money, but marketing is money too. And see, a marketing department at a pharmaceutical company or anywhere is just as important. They got money to spend too. And they want our audience. You know what I'm saying? They want our audience. So a lot of times when you guys are hosting something with you all being 3 healthcare people, there's oftentimes you can get right behind the right brand and they'll put some coinage behind this situation that you got going on. Coinage, baby. And so we just got to find ways to amplify and make sure we recognize how great we are and what our amplification will do. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times it's kind of like you, Courtney, you don't remember me, but I know you. I know who you are. I knew who you were. Great things, nothing negative, but I mean, when you see Courtney on campus, you knew she was like a goddess. Like, this woman is beautiful.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Look at Celia.
Yes, we ain't gonna be able to tell her nothing.
Blow her head up.
We ain't gonna be able to tell her nothing.
We give you permission. Go ahead, blow her head up.
So you're like, why did you do that?
Oh my God.
The reality of it is she held true to that brand, and that's what a lot of women are trying to do right now. Like, we're trying to keep that self-care. And the Lish is the same way. Dr. Lisha, that you guys understand how to take care of yourselves so that you can take care of others. Sometimes we go the other route, especially as Black women. So as much as you think that's just you being you and, holding true to your purpose, you really are helping other people as we aspire to be or manage that. And so we got to sometimes realize what our package deal is, and all that stuff is sellable. Hello. And marketable and amplifiable. So just keep that in mind.
I'm here for
it.
Okay, Dr. Courtney is a goddess.
Yes,
but
but you don't want to. But you don't want to tell her.
Hearing it from you is,
she don't like to tell me all the time.
Y'all remember that episode of Martin where he got in a fight and he had the big head?
Yes.
That's how she looked.
No, that's not how she looks.
She brings me up just to bring me on right now.
I did not mean that as a look thing, but I'm saying that's how her head is big and beautiful. Anyway,
you could have just looked at Gina and compared me to Gina's big head. Okay,
let me say one more thing, Monchiere. I follow you on social media. Yes, you always say "loving my minutes."
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us about loving my minutes.
I love it. Thank you for that. I just trademarked that sucker. Yes. You better. Yes, I am. Loving your minutes is what. So when I started this entrepreneurship thing, I just jumped out. Girl, I'd left corporate world. It was post recession. I took a gig at Dillard University. Hey, Dillard, I love y'all.
Okay, right.
Hey. No, great. I mean, that is a beautiful campus, right? So beautiful. Experience. That's some amazing people and friends to this day. But with that opportunity was just kind of, it wasn't. I didn't consult God before I took it. I just was like, oh, they laying people off at the casino. Oh, I'm Monchiere. I go get a job tomorrow, and I did that. I got a job the next day, right? Without asking God, and at the same time, it just was completely a 360 from my corporate experience to in-house a higher education. And my little naive self had a perception of what I thought it was going to be, and was broken every day, not because of Dillard, but just because I thought I'm about to be all around all these Black educated people. This is amazing, honey. We're gonna leave it there. And Monchiere is not used to that because I'm still very corporate, right? And I try to bend it. I'm still New Orleans, very much New Orleans, but I'm very corporate. Okay. I know how to turn it on, turn it off, and baby, they were bringing out all the New Orleans in me. Fast forward, I did some great things with them. Fast forward, I think I was there almost a year and a half. New Year's Day came. We had to come back to work the next day. I showed up and was like, you know what? I'm good. It was gone. It was too much for my nature. I'm an empath by nature, so I soak it all up. Yes. And I can't vibe at my highest capacity being not at my highest capacity, period. Yeah, so I'm an extrovert, and that's just what it is. Fast forward, I started this entrepreneurship thing, and I was like piecing, I'll do this for you, I'll do that for you, making change, girl, going from this nice salary to help me, I'm broke, I'm using my pension. I was having panic attacks sitting at the PJ's Coffee I'll tell you that. Fast forward, sitting at the
No
pizza,
PJs. That's
and
a
didn't
nice
even
family place.
nice little cute place, and didn't know what a panic
Mhm.
attack was because I'm still New Orleans and country, and I was like, my chest is hurting. I'm telling my daddy this, and I was working out in the morning because I was using that as a, just to keep my mind right. But every day around 1 o'clock, my chest would start hurting. Why? Because
Wow.
that was the time I was really focusing and trying to do work. Well, anyway, have a moment. It gets a little fast, and the guy at the shop wanted to call the ambulance, and I'm like, no, no, no. He ended up calling it. Find out later when I get on the truck. They check me. Nothing's wrong. Oh, you just have an anxiety attack. I said, Black people don't have anxiety. This is
Mm.
me. This is me, 2011. So
Wow.
I didn't know, didn't believe that Black
Mhm.
people have anxiety. I'm too big for that. I'm too strong for that. I'm too. And so
Right.
after a while,
You're
talked to my
speaking to
dad.
a lot of people right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
After a while, my dad was like, if you not breathing, having trouble breathing, that's probably what it is. And so I think I came to grips with that's what it was. But then I also said, okay, well, that means I need to talk to my guy because I ain't crazy. That's how, again, my New Orleans. Me,
Mhm.
I'm giving that to New Orleans because that's how that's how we talk.
That's how we think.
Right.
Uh-huh. And I was like, I'm not crazy, so this ain't happening. So I immediately consulted God, and the message he gave me was love your minutes. You sitting here with a
Mm.
pension, living off a pension, deciding to create a brand and a business. People can't even do that. And you got money to do that. Sit down and come up with something, build your name around it. And so that's where it came from. You got money, you got time to walk and be with your friends every day and have a little lunch on your little $5 coffee because I was,
Love
being
your time,
scarce,
love your minutes.
and
Yeah.
loving your minutes. And so now, I mean, literally, I've been saying it for that long that all my friends say it and my family say it. And it's just that thing that reminds me, even in the middle of the day, like talking to y'all right now, we loving our minutes. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
who gets to talk to people and be in love in themselves, be at a good vibe, and just go to bed and chill and say, I did that. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So a lot
Yeah.
of times we think it's the
Yeah.
physical, the nice car and a nice office and all this greatness stuff, but it's really about, dang, you got a minute. And I'm gonna give y'all something that I probably wasn't gonna share, but I just recovered from COVID. So I was
Mm.
hospitalized for COVID in March.
Oh
I don't I
wow.
didn't put that on social media because I'm also very corporate.
Right.
But in March, at the top of March, we got COVID, my husband and I. We done good the whole year. We got a snowstorm, something
Mm.
happened. We don't know how we got it, but
Yeah.
it was just crazy. Well, anyway, these fools, I got sick really fast and it hit me really fast and really hard.
Mm.
And I was in the hospital and they was in ICU the next day. And then I was in
Mm.
ICU for 14 days.
Girl,
And
no.
then they were put me on 15 liters and then 17 liters. Then they said incubation. And I said, oh,
Oh,
that's okay.
wow.
You can let me go home. And the reason why is because I've already went to 2 virtual funerals in 2020. We lost a client and a family member friend. My girlfriend lost her husband, and he was a brother. And so it was just too much. So once I heard the incubation, my husband's at home sick. We separated. We don't, no one else lives here. People are trying to fly up and figure out what they can do. I went and called a lawyer and said, hey, uh, give me a piece of paperwork to let me go ahead and leave. Because if I'm not going to get better and it's not working, I'm gonna go ahead and die at home. And
Girl.
so,
Mm.
if love your minutes means way more to me. So, excuse
Whew.
me being a hard worker today. But I have been, we just came back from a little vacation to kind of recover from that. But they sent me home mid March. God released me on my birthday, March 17th.
Mm.
Literally, he was like, okay, so now you ready to do, because what I wasn't doing is what I admire in Courtney and what I admire in all of y'all is taking care of myself. I was running this business, entrepreneur life, moving, shaking, whatever, and not taking my health kind of fortifying myself. But then you all of a sudden something hit you like COVID that I've been protecting myself against for like a whole year and a half. All of a sudden, and it hits me to the point where this person was like, yeah, you got COVID. You can't breathe. Your stats is at 82. Oh, no, 76. And I'm like, what? And it was like, what? All of my family members who've gotten COVID and survived are like, how did it hit you? And I think, this is my opinion, is because I grew up in a smoking household. That's one opinion. And then the other thing is I got a lot of weight on me. You know what I mean? I'm still beautiful. Ain't nothing tripping on that. But I got a lot of weight on me. And I think those two factors really worked against me. And then when I got to the hospital, and as I talk to you guys now, um, y'all gonna make me cry. I'm sitting here
Girl.
with
You already made us cry.
a heart monitor because I had AFib that I couldn't shake. And it's really because as much as I was a big girl, I'm still greens and potatoes and meat. And so we never did medicine as a kid or as an adult. When my husband and I have headaches, we drink celery juice. When your stomach hurt, we eat natural things. So my body took on all these medicines and I reacted to every last
Oh
one of them.
my.
It was something. It was tragic. It was tragic. And so I have the moments, but right now I've done the rest period. Now I'm trying to do the healing period of just healing my mind so I can restructure my body a little bit as we get out of this situation. But loving your minutes means way more than it meant for these last 8 years now. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for sharing that with
What
us.
are they?
You never know what people are
I
going
don't
through.
think we
You don't.
we wasn't ready for that. We had
I
no
know.
I promise you
idea.
I wasn't. I feel bad because I'm like, dang, I feel like I should have known this.
No, no.
I
All my friends are
agree.
very upset that I'm kind of piecing it out, and I didn't have time to like mass text. Let me tell you something. This phone, it was going too fast, and I was
Mhm.
getting one group, and and my nature is not to be like, oh, I had this little shot on social media. No, I'm a PR girl too, so I'm structured, but I just didn't want that out there because also I was trying not to claim it. You see what I'm saying? I didn't know how bad
I
it was
get
going to
it.
get on
Yeah.
day 3 and day
Yeah.
5. And once you start putting it in the atmosphere, you know what energy she was going to get back. But
So true.
I had like 300 strong just praying for me, and it worked out.
Mm.
It worked out. I'm here.
Well, thank God. That's
Yes,
all I can
girl.
Right.
say.
Thank you,
Thank
Lord.
God.
Thank you, Lord. Very much so. I didn't want to be one of those
You
stories.
still have work here to do, ma'am.
Yes,
So
indeed.
we
Yes,
need you
ma'am.
healthy and strong, and your husband as well. And
Yes,
just we'll keep praying for you guys um,
For a
to get
complete
through this.
recovery.
yes.
Absolutely, because it takes a mental toll on you as well. So definitely healing in that space.
I
So
appreciate it, y'all. I appreciate it. No,
absolutely,
definitely. I'm grateful to be, having a conversation. I love stuff like this though. So that, not to bring the somber down, the
yeah,
recovery, he
Yeah.
said I was
yeah.
healed. So I was like, all right, you healed, you want to get back out here and do this thing. And then I just did what I need to do. And so
Right.
I think we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. Even if
Mhm.
I
You
gotta wear
are.
this thing for a while, we good. We good. Look, I
You
caught
Wow.
I
are.
caught a bus at 5 a.m. in the morning for a whole year. Anybody tell me that?
Wow. Well, as Dr. Courtney, Dr. Sylvia said, we appreciate you so much for sharing that with us. And, it hit home for me because I feel like we talk pretty regularly. So I
I know.
know,
I'm
I
sorry.
know
I
we
cut you off
talked in like
guard.
January and then I didn't hear from you. So that's why I'm like, oh my God, it brought it home. Like, oh, that's where
Mhm.
she was.
Yeah,
Woo!
it took over. I probably should text you this before I even thought
It's
about it, but yeah, my
okay.
bad.
No, it's
Yeah,
fine.
it's your story to
That's
tell.
life. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
this is real
it's.
life, everybody. So
Mm-hmm.
So
I
I
mean, we
think
can we can enjoy
hmm
that's a
it.
perfect segue into self-care.
Yes.
So you touched on it a little bit, but what are you doing to take care of Monchiere? And I
Oh,
love
girl.
your name, by the way.
Thank you,
If
Sylvia.
I have a little one, I got to figure out how to get that in
Please do.
there.
Now, let me tell you something. There is a Xavierite who's older than me, but by a couple years, she was at school when we were there, and
Hmm.
she's a pharmacy person. No, she's a doctor. She's a full doctor. She's not. She's a
Medical
neurologist, not a
doctor. Okay.
medical doctor. That's what I meant. And
I'm about to
so
say we're
she,
doctors.
I know, my bad.
He
That's
said a
not what I
full
meant.
doctor. A full,
Like
all,
y'all know,
all of us are like,
give it to New Orleans, please. Y'all don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't judge.
a full
My
We
bad.
doctor.
don't, y'all know
No.
we get offended by that. We be like,
Real
But you
quick.
don't, because let me tell you something. I claimed all of my pharmacies, baby. Two of my best
yeah.
friends all day long. Bernard and Renard Hill, y'all know them right there.
Oh
Oh, of
yeah, we
course.
We
know
went
the
to
The
twins.
twins.
Come on,
and so we went to high school
okay.
together. My
Shrewsbury.
yes, from
That's
Shrewsbury.
our
So we
country.
ended up finishing high school
Shrewsbury.
together.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
don't tell them that. So that I claim that I always tell people I said if you need medicine in it, I can call like 20 pharmacists tomorrow. What you need?
Right.
No, but what I was doing before is basically I love dogs. So like you talking Leah, you talking about your dog. I had
Mhm.
three. Well, we've had
Oh
three for a long
wow.
time, girl. I know. If it was up to me, I have five. But we have a
Oh my goodness.
German Shepherd mix baby who just went
Oh,
on vacation
Scooby,
with us, and so we enjoy time with
Who
him.
did
But
you
then
name the dog?
Scooby Doo.
we got Charlie. His name is Charlie. We call him
Mhm.
Charlie.
She'll call him Scooby. It don't matter.
Scooby
Yes.
Doo.
Like
She
what is
love to
going
rename
on?
people.
So I've recently done some sound baths. That's like this new thing I've gotten just to try to still myself as I learn this rebreathing. I mean, you got to learn to rebreathe again, but then I wanted to like really understand that I hadn't really been breathing before correctly. And so just finding as much time as possible. So I go sit on my deck, kind of do some breathing stuff there. So I was like, I'm sitting on my deck. Oh, let me feed the birds. I told my husband, buy me some bird feeders. I want to do that and just feed the birds. Because I've seen all these beautiful cardinals, blue jays, all this stuff. And so now I'm like sight bird watching girl. And it seems
they must have that in Nashville. Oh, okay.
Oh yes, it's in Nashville, and we have some. Look, they didn't all mixed up, so we got some finches that look like cardinals / whatever. I didn't learn their names and everything, girl.
Oh, the birds!
Wow,
the birds. I know the birds.
Cool. I like that.
I love that. That's the first time we've had bird watching.
Anybody, right?
That's it.
So
just
doing some bird watching, and then of course I believe in the massage and the nails, and I think it's just another thing.
The back rubs, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we give him credit to that extent, but I believe in like a real massage, like a real person. My husband need to go to somebody's class.
She said a real massage.
He got to go to somebody's class. I'm telling her all the time. I was like, we gotta take you to class because I feel like you're not getting all the spots, but
right.
You're not.
Yeah.
Oh my
That is funny.
So yeah, I think those are my things. Just kind of really taking the time to, just breathe now more than ever is. So whatever that is, and even enjoying friendships. I do like rekindling stuff and writing. I'm a writer, obviously, because I'm in PR. So if I can get something together and write it out, and nobody will probably ever read it, that has been helpful as well in the past.
Awesome.
It's really therapeutic. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Spit it out, as they say. Get it on a piece of paper.
Well, Monchiere, what in the world can you tell us that you have going on next? What's next with you?
Oh Lord Jesus. I don't know. I got some great stuff. I think there's a book. We're ready.
We're talking about the writing. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I've been, like, I don't need to. I don't, because when you amplify others, you don't sometimes. It's like a bad hairdresser. Our hair stay kind of all right, and then everybody else is looking great. And so, so now I'm ready for.
It's true though. Their hair don't never be done.
No, she be struggling. She be cute when she go out though. We gotta give her credit. She be cute when she go out because my hairdresser hit it. She be like, "Girl, who you talking about?" And look, she gonna look at me today and be like, "What you doing, sis? What you doing?" But this
it's been raining, girl. It's puffing everything.
This is called been on the beach for a couple of days.
I love it.
On the beach.
But
yeah, definitely a book is coming, or a couple books. I think we're going to do some some type of marketing books that is really industry focused, and I think we're going to do something around Love You Minutes. So that's what's coming. That's going to be the baby.
Yeah,
well, we are here for it. I can't wait to get them.
I love it. Thank y'all.
Amplify you on Three Friends Talk. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love it. Thank y'all so much. Y'all got this popping. I love the intro.
Who, have questions.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, all those who have questions about PR, and just about MOJO, about you, how can they connect with you?
Sure. You can go to MOJO, MOJOMKTG.com. That's abbreviation for marketing, and find out about that. And of course, if you just, want to reach out, find me. There's not that many Monchiere Holmes Jones. You can find me on LinkedIn or Facebook. People DM me all the time because somebody's saying, "Oh, you should talk to her." And I love giving free advice because you know what? If you go with it, cool. If you need me to, if you got the coinage and it makes sense, not everybody's our client. Our clients are really people who can do more for people, more people. So we like the big businesses and brands and the brick and mortars. But if you're a one-off, I have a guy today who's calling me about a book. I was like, sure, he's a friend of a friend of a friend. We had a conversation. Great. Now I have a new friend. I can't complain. So,
be a blessing to somebody.
You are so awesome.
Yeah. Yes, man. Well, y'all are awesome too, and I appreciate it. I was so excited. I told my husband I said I'm gonna be at the office for a while, so of course he'd come up here, and we're gonna be eating Popeyes in a minute. Now we're not supposed to. I ain't cooking nothing.
I know that's
wait a minute. So how is the Popeyes in Nashville? Because Memphis be hit or miss.
Because Memphis playing, and I just had it the other day, and I was mad. I was in Memphis the other day. Ignored. I had to just pass through. I passed through.
Don't get mad, Leah.
Don't get mad. Don't get mad. There was a pit, and I hit Gibson's.
You stopped. Oh, okay, Gibson's. That's good. But we
were coming from.
You went to Popeyes in Memphis. Which one?
I know. It was just like, don't
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
No, because they don't be right.
So I
They
will
don't.
tell you the best Popeyes I've had has actually been in Florida. I don't know why. And we lived in
What?
Jacksonville. I guess they follow the rules on the
It
seasoning.
was something in the water.
Oh.
Yeah, the guy
You
'cause,
saying outside of New Orleans, the best
outside.
one? Oh, okay.
Girl, yeah, because
Yeah,
Because listen to you, when you get bad service, and I love my people in New Orleans, but when you get bad service, that messes up the food for me.
Oh, yeah.
And in New Orleans, I'm
My
always getting
Popeyes,
some
my
type of
favorite.
pop off, some type of situation,
Oh Lord.
some type of craziness.
Sound about right.
So I'm like, you done made me don't want the chicken. You
Sound
just
about
accept
right.
it. You just
But I'm
accept
gonna eat it though.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat it though.
Right. I'm gonna eat it though. But you done made me mad.
Right.
Literally. Yeah, the biscuit was so buttery. I was like, okay, and we did it 2 times. I was like, okay, they know what they're doing. I know.
It was they still in the Gulf, so I guess it was something in the water, honey.
Right.
I love
Something
it.
in the water.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, that was not a segue to
You
sing.
got a ditty for us?
No, I know. I
She
just
does
want to say
not.
that.
She does not.
So, Moncherie,
Yes, ma'am.
do you prefer understanding or weak?
Understanding or weak?
Yeah.
This is
Escape
not
or
this or that.
SWV?
Oh, escape. Oh.
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 I was like,
oh, my head.
weak in the knees. That weak in the knees medley right there. That'd be
Yeah.
it.
yeah, no, I told you understanding is not a good comparison to weak. That
Well,
is
that's what I
not
saw
that's
all over
not
the interwebs, so that's why I asked it.
no.
Girl, what
Her
are
and
the
this,
interwebs?
her and
They
this
don't have a
interwebs. I
song.
don't
If
know.
anything, let me tell you, Escape's song would be "Who Can I Run To?"
Okay, hold
That's
on.
a
Let me
good
see.
one. But Weak would win
Yeah.
every time. Escape doesn't
Yeah.
have one that's going to be
Who
compared
sung
to Weak.
Who
I'm
sung
sorry.
Downtown? Who sung Downtown?
SWV. Brian,
SWV.
Brian, are you enjoying this part of the conversation? Because they
Yes.
get on my
Brian.
nerves.
Yes.
Brian, SWV or Escape?
Good
Yes,
question,
Brian, tell
Brian.
us.
Which one?
Brian
Hurry
said
up.
I gotta
Come
go
on.
to bed. Brian said
Brian
I'm
enjoying
through with
his
Brian
stuff.
said,
SWV
I'm
Escape.
gone. I already said
Brian.
bye.
I miss him so much. I miss him so
Brian
much.
said bye already. That was silly.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm-
That was like, go fly.
I thoroughly enjoyed this conversation.
Thank
Thank you
y'all.
so being so open and sharing so much.
I can't wait to get my job on CNN. Thanks so much.
Hey, call a girl.
Did she
Call
say
her.
job?
She said job.
Brian
she
said
could be a
escape,
health
y'all.
Oh,
No, Brian. No,
not
Brian.
with Candy with all that wine. I don't want to mess up your show. I apologize.
No, you
It's already
we keep it
said.
real.
What's that mean?
It's already been said.
La hope she don't need no business. I done messed up.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
That's the meme that goes.
Anyway,
Oh,
well,
Lord.
friends, if you enjoyed the show and want to support us, you can always buy us a coffee. Buy us a
nice.
coffee
Oh,
forward
please buy us
slash
a coffee.
the number 3 Friends Talk.
Cute. I like that.
Buy me a coffee.
Put it up there,
Buy
Leah.
me
No, I'm sorry.
Put it up there
I'm sorry.
in the banner.
Buymeacoffee.com forward slash 3 Friends Talk. My bad. I took
like
last week off.
Clearly.
You
Oh,
can
and
catch us on
check us out tomorrow night. We'll be back on Freely TV, channel 109 at 10 p.m. You'll catch us again Thursday nights,
Oh, I
10
love
p.m.
it.
Eastern. Freely
Okay.
TV, FREELI TV, channel 109.
Y'all better be a production. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we trying.
We're
We
on
put,
2 nights a week. Wednesday night
we
here on
testing
Facebook
all these
Live, and
waters.
Thursday night on Freely.
Y'all got to
all
get
these
on
waters.
TikTok. Y'all got to get TikTok.
I'm on. You know
age
what?
group.
I'm on there,
Our
but I
age
gotta
group
get
is on there
these
popping too.
Okay.
I got it, honey. Look, I can still go upside down on at the wall. You know, right
At the
there.
wall.
Oh my
Catch a
God.
wall. You can still catch a
I
wall.
don't know if y'all want.
I can still catch a
Like,
wall.
let's end
Upside
this.
down on the
Thank you,
handstand.
We'll see you
Monchiere.
next week.
Thank you, Monchiere,
Yes.
for
Thank
ending that
y'all.
properly. She
that
ended
was
that
cue
properly.
then?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
the cue to end to the
Okay.
The end of the show.
catching
You
walls.
talking about
We ain't
me
catching,
popping on a
we catch the
handstand?
wall.
we ain't catching no walls.
Or
We
the
ain't catching no
fever,
Okay.
walls.
Courtney. You can go back to the fever. She didn't hear that.
Go back to the fever.
What's that?
Now there go the St. Mary's coming out. Now you act like you don't know what. Now you gonna act like you don't know nothing about the fever. Oh, okay.
We gonna talk
We
offline
can go
about.
ahead.
We gonna
Okay.
bring that back.
Bye,
Hopefully,
friends.
look. Hopefully, we can do the after show and talk about the fever.
Right. No,
She was like, I ain't in that one.
Bye.